Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, as I post this video, it is August 27, 2015. And I want to take the time to read a letter that was sent home with a little girl as she was sent home from school. And it goes like this. Dear Daniel and Sarah, we noticed that Laura has a Wonder Woman lunchbox that features a superhero image. In keeping with the dress code of the school, we must ask that she not bring this to school. The dress code we have established requests that children not bring violent images into the building in any fashion, on their clothing, including socks and shoes and socks, backpacks, and lunchboxes. We have defined violent characters as those who solve problems using violence. Superheroes certainly fall into that category. Please refer to the dress code section of the school handbook. Your cooperation with our dress code will be appreciated. So let me get this straight. Superheroes solve problems by violence? Let me ask you guys something. Ladies and gentlemen that may be watching this video. Violence. Violence. When you think about violence, let's be absolutely clear about this. Violence was around way before comic books, way before cartoons, way before TV shows, way before certain forms of music, way before video games and all that shit was invented. So you're telling me that these images, that these superheroes, that these icons of good, justice, putting criminals away, and fictional are symbols of violence. This is how far political corrections has gotten. Bullshit like this. So, okay. As a child of the 80s, okay? Alright, at this time, I'm 37 years old. At this time, look, as a child of the 80s, growing up, not just lunch pails, but even clothing and anything like that. You had kids wearing Transformer stuff, Voltron stuff, Spider-Man, Superman, the Hulk, Batman, on lunch pails, even dressing as them for Halloween. You had that happen yearly. And even daily, as far as having them bring lunch pails to school or even wearing something that has something like that on their shirts or on their backpacks and so on and so forth. Promoting violence. Promoting violence? Are you serious? Once again, these are fictional characters, mind you. Fictional characters that have been around for decades, even in generations, alright? Before I was even born, they've had these characters. Wonder Woman specifically has had comic books, TV show, and even an animation. And she has a role in an upcoming movie, Batman v Superman. Promoting violence or solving problems by violence. Let me get this straight. You got, in comic books and in these stories and everything like that, you got motherfuckers that either start shit or come from other planets or come from under the water or wherever, and they and they're robbing banks, they're desecrating people, or they're causing a lot of problems, and you have these superheroes show up. Shh. Please stop. Please stop. Put that money back in the bank. No. Yes. Turn around. Put it back. Yes. Now never do it again. Shh. That doesn't happen. Okay? It doesn't even happen in real life. So let's say it like this. Cops, police officers, okay? Law enforcement, daily. You see them daily. They have to use violence at times. Now, I don't promote all that illegal bullshit that certain cops do, but that's not 100% of them, but that's not the issue here. My issue with this is that violence, or anything. They used it, yeah, they solve violence. Superheroes. They're superheroes that are fictional. Kids, watch superheroes, read about them, and recognize what they represent. Wonder Woman specifically is a stamp, a very big stamp in equals rights and women's movements. You're telling me that just because she's a superhero that she promotes violence? Just because she shows up, whoops the ass of the criminals, and sends them to jail, and she has to use violence by doing it? Okay. What I don't understand about this political correctness situation is that this is bullshit that crosses a lot of lines and a lot of borders. You have movies, you have TV shows, you have cartoons that obviously there's some type of war going on with superheroes, or look, Marvel and DC, and then you have Star Wars. Even Mighty Mouse shows up to save the day, and he why? Because you have criminals doing bullshit. You have motherfuckers that come from outer space doing bullshit. You have somebody that needs to be stopped at certain means necessary. These are heroes. Fictional, but they're heroes nonetheless. This little girl could have had Wonder Woman as her favorite superhero. Why? Because she's a girl and she's strong and she kicks ass, and hell, she's a symbol of a strong woman. What really pisses me off is that you have parents everywhere. You have people that work in the government and in school systems and even in law enforcement that will agree with some actions like this. You have the school system that will say, yeah, you can't allow, you're not allowed to wear that. You have school systems that disband the game of tag because some people, yeah, I can't catch him. Billy, let him catch you. What the fuck is that? You have Little League that gives trophies to everybody that just shows up that does nothing. You have Little League that doesn't keep score because, oh my god, if it keeps score, that'll hurt their feelings. Losing builds character. You have this system in the United States that anybody, just about anybody, can take you to court and sue you just because their feelings are hurt. This is what we're reduced to. The mighty United States of America is reduced to this type of bullshit. Being here as a normal, functioning human being, and you read shit like this, and you see it, and it's like, what the fuck is the big deal? I want an answer to that. What the fuck is the big deal? I can tell you partly what's the big deal. Someone has something personal against Wonder Woman. That's all I can see about this. Superheroes. Superman stood for truth, justice, and the American way. Violence. They reduce the violence to solve their problems. The meat of this bullshit is that these people don't read comic books. They don't watch the animation. They don't watch the cartoons. They don't see the movies. They don't know anything about the characters. They don't know anything about the storylines. They know nothing about this, but yet they feel the right that they have to criticize and to take away from the youth, from children. And this has no effect on them as far as saying, yeah, I want to snap necks when I grow up just because I saw superheroes do it. Yeah. No. That does not happen, especially if you have righteous parents that are right there and that will explain everything that goes on. That's where it first starts. But this has nothing to do with the parents in that regard. This has something to do with a fucked up school system that wouldn't allow a superhero on a lunch pail, a fictional superhero on a lunch pail, because it violates dress code, If the little girl would have been wearing a Wonder Woman outfit and acting, then I can understand. But this is not even that case. This is what on the lunch pail. What is a lunch pail used for? To fucking have a lunch in it. You take it to school. Hey, this is my favorite stuff. You open, you eat, you drink what's in there, and you put it away, and that's it. To be sent home from school, to be sent home, to miss a whole fucking school day is total bullshit. And I just was like, what the hell is it? When I read this, I was like, wait a minute, what is that? What the fuck is that? Shit like this is the reason why the pussification of America has gone way too fucking far. The only way that anything like this is gonna stop is for motherfuckers to stand up and be like, hey, wait. No, that's not what this is all about. This is, wait. And then, here's the thing. If you're gonna bring something like that up, and if you are not educated on it, what does that say about you? Using violence to solve problems? Look, again, this is a fictional character. It's not like they had Hitler on a lunchbox with swastikas and shit. It's not like that. This is a very fictional character called Wonder Woman, and that a little girl was sent home. Violating dress code. Using violence to solve their problems. The little girl didn't even get into a fight in school. And yet we're reduced to this type of bullshit. I want to know people's feelings about this. I want to know if any of you think that this is right, or if you're along with me in saying that it's bullshit. I want to read your comments, and I would like to have a debate if you're brave enough. Once again, for the benefits of common sense, logic, and gaming, this is the theme. And I'll see you later. Credits.